Hello everyone, my name is Gabrielle Morrison and I chose Vincent van Gogh to analyze. A background in his life. He was born on March 30th in the Netherlands. He struggled with mental illness throughout his entire lifetime. In 1880 he decided to become an artist, and this was at the age of 27, which was pretty late, and he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Why I chose the artist. I chose this artist because he incorporated raw inner emotion within his pieces. He basically used art as a way to fully express himself and as a way to relieve stress. He painted 2,100 art pieces in a little over a decade, and he was highly influential in the history of art. Time period of art. He was a post-impressionist artist, a 19th century painter. He created portraits, still lifes, landscapes, and self-portraits, and he influenced the modern art period. And he also created over 30 self-portraits between the years 1886 and 1889. And to the right is an oil-on-canvas painting, and the title of the painting is The Olive Trees, and it's located in the Museum of Modern Art, New York. Artistic technique. So he used oil paint on canvas as his main medium. He also did sketches, watercolors, and lithography. And to the right is a depiction of the impasto technique that he uses on the oil on canvas paintings. And as you can see, the paint is heavily layered onto the canvas, making it appear to be textured and in 3D. And he also used pencil, different types of chalk and charcoal. He used vibrant colors when painting with watercolor, and he experimented with lithography in the piece called The Potato Eaters. His most notable works. So here's a list of 5 works that I thought were notable, and number 1 being The Starry Night, which was created in 1889, and it's an oil on canvas painting. And this is a depiction of a view from his bedroom window while he was at a mental asylum. And the reason why this is so famous is because Vincent van Gogh was going through a tough time mentally, and he just zoned that out, and he was able to create a beautiful landscape painting with vibrant bursts of colors. And within the sky you can see swirls of bright mint blue-green and different shades of blue. And overall, it's just a depiction of a contrast of the inner struggles that he was battling. Influences. So his influences were Theodore Van Gogh, which was his younger brother, Paul Gauguin, and Japanese prints. And to the right is a depiction of Paul Gauguin. So Theodore Van Gogh, he financially supported Vincent van Gogh's artistic projects. Paul Gauguin was Van Gogh's best friend, and he was a French post-impressionist artist. And he was greatly impacted by Japanese prints, and he also incorporated dark colors within his paintings and within his works that resembled Japanese prints. For success, Vincent van Gogh didn't really gain success throughout his lifetime. His art was discovered 100 years after he passed away. He gained fame after death during the 20th century, and he sold only 1 painting during his lifetime, and this painting was named The Red Vineyard. So many people, many artists criticized him, thought that his paintings looked childish because he didn't use real, his paintings didn't look real because of his heavy brushstroke technique, the unique colors, bright color variations, and so he was heavily criticized, and he didn't, reap the riches and the success that he wanted to. Historical importance. He influenced post-impressionist movement. His impasto technique mentioned before was unique to him. He created it, and he was highly influential during the 20th century and further. And as you can see, the Starry Night paintings such like that you can find in stores, on t-shirts. It's very popular, in America and all around the world globally. And he was, known for incorporating expressing himself in his paintings through his use of colors, bursts, the patterns, different shapes, and different movements throughout his painting. So he was a heavily influential figure in the Expressionist movement. An interesting fact, he cut off his ear with a razor. He is known to have consumed paint and turpentine. He stayed in a mental asylum, and he was 27 years old when he painted his first piece. And to the right is a self-portrait, and it was created in 1889, and it's an oil-on-canvas painting. And another interesting fact was that nobody knows if his best friend mentioned before, Paul Gauguin, was involved with cutting off his ear. And it's also known that he gave his ear, once he cut it off, to a prostitute and told her to keep it. So that's also an interesting fact about him. And that was my presentation. Thank you for watching.